Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to do a review and show you how to put together these wooden washer and dryer pedestals. So we've got an older washer and dryer that we can't find the pedestals for, so we bought these and we're going to be we're going to be transforming this room with those pedestals. And I'll show you the end results. So it comes in a really heavy box. You only get one in a box, so I did have to buy two of them. Here's all the pieces I got separated. Assembly is kind of easy, but there are a few tricks I'm going to show you. Here's the two tools I needed. Here's everything that comes in the box. You're going to be a bunch of these, the feet. This is what you need the heavier drill for at the end, and then a bunch of dowels. Okay, so let's do a measurement. Front to back, it's right under 34 inches. Now there is a lip here. So what the washer or dryer is going to sit on, front to back, is 32 1/4. Okay, so left to right now is exactly 30 inches. Okay, so now inside this lip area is 28 1/2. Okay, so this is what the front of it looks like. You're going to be able to slide a laundry basket in. Height-wise, overall height, 16 3/4, almost 17 inches. Okay, so the height of the opening that you're going to be able to put something in is 12 1/2 inches. Now front to back, all the way to here is 32 1/2 inches. And again, there's what it looks like, the completed project. Okay, so left to right, the opening is exactly 26 1/2 inches. Okay, here's the directions. We're going to do step one. I've got the parts laid out, number 1, 7s, and 8s. So you've got these little plastic inserts, and you're going to screw these screws in. Now, they don't need super tight, or that plastic thing will spin. Just get it nice and snug. Then you're going to be putting these dowels in. These dowels just stick in there with no glue. Okay, so I've got this assembled here. You're going to put these two halves together. It's better to put these ends on first, put the two sides together, and then put the cap ends on. Then you're going to put one of these and a dowel in all the holes that need it. Now I do want to show you how thick. This is really heavy, thick wood. It looks like it's made out of real wood, but it's very sturdy. And I think I can stand on this. It is extremely sturdy and very heavy duty, but it's also very heavy to lift, so. Okay, so this next part can be a little tricky. You're going to leave that on the floor, and I tried a shortcut where I tried installing the parts on there individually, but you do have to make this assembly first. And I did install this. This is the back side, the number 4. Now you can install this one upside down. Now this needs to stay up. If it's got these little holes, because eventually that's what these screws are going to go into on the last step. You're going to put these screws in on another panel. But you also have dowel holes. The other side has only dowel holes. So you want to make sure the side with only dowel holes goes down. These are going to face in. You're going to make like a square here, but with only 3 sides. And you can see this has dowel holes, and these small holes go up. And then these here are on the inside. So all of these circles are on the inside. We're going to make a box. And then we got to put the braces. We got to put all 3 of these braces, and then we're going to take this whole box and set it over here. It can be a little tricky. You're going to need 2 people when you go to set this on top of there. Okay, I've got the box assembled now. I've got all of these are tight, and now we're going to go over here and set up. I would leave these circles out until you get it set on this platform. Okay, so this is how it looks when you're setting it on top of that. Again, you got to kind of get all those lined up and not pinch your fingers. This is probably the hardest part of the whole job. Okay, so we've got that on there. As long as you line up the black pins first, the dowels will follow after that. So get the black pins lined up. Now this is what it looks. Now we're going to put the bottom on. Okay, they don't give you any extra parts, so don't lose any of those circles or those black pins. I think I do have a few extra dowels, but I don't have any extra hardware. Okay, so now we're ready for the bottom panels. So you're going to put these dowels in. You're going to connect the 2 boards together, but they are only held together with those dowels until you set them on the base. Now, make sure and put the dowels in all the base. The little holes leave open because that's what these screws are going to go through. They're going to go through here and into there. And then the feet go into here. There's little metal inserts, and that's what the feet are going to screw into. So just line it up and then put your screws in. Okay, so putting these screws in, it really helps if you have an impact gun. You don't want to drive them in too far. Right about there till they stop. Then you're good to go. Okay, so this is the finished product. We've got to flip it upside down again. Be careful. It is heavy. Now I am going to go over the instructions a little bit, just in case yours doesn't come with the instructions. You can pause the video. There's the instructions. Pretty simple. And there's the end. These pads are at the, so here it is. This is the platform you're going to put the actual washer or dryer on. You get 4 of these pads. I imagine you're going to put these wherever the feet land when you put your washer and dryer on there. So let's go install them. Okay, so getting these in proved to be kind of a challenge. I recommend putting the washer or dryer onto the white pedestal, and then you can push the whole pedestal back. That seemed to be a little easier than putting the pedestal back there and trying to get the washer and dryer on it way back there. Now they are a little taller. I had this measured out. I did have to take a shelf down. Thought I was going to be able to leave a shelf. So they are, with everything installed, 55.5 inches. And that comes out to be about the same. Maybe this one's a little bit less. So you can see they are very sturdy. I do like the looks of them. Now, if I change out my washer or dryer, I don't have to get I can keep these pedestals. Okay, let's measure how much we got back here. You can see there's the hookups, about 6.5 inches. And again, for the dryer, plenty of room that you can do your hookups back here. So this all turned out really, really nice. I'm very happy. I can't get over how sturdy they are. And they do slide a little bit, which is pretty easy to slide, but they're going to be nice and sturdy where they're at. Okay, so I got the double pack. It was $480 for 2 of them. If you want just one of them, it's $250. I do think it's worth it. You definitely could make them cheaper using your own wood, but these look nice. They're already painted, easy to put together, very sturdy. I highly recommend these. Underneath the video, I will put a link to these. I bought these off of Amazon, and they did come by a UPS truck. I don't know how they handle them, because usually one guy coming. I wish there was 2 when they unloaded these, because each box was extremely heavy. I'll put links to them in the show description notes. So underneath the description, you'll see a link to Amazon. If you click on the link, the product won't cost you anymore, but I will get a commission from the sale. I bought these with my own money. I'm very happy with them. I'm also very happy with my LG washer. We've had this thing 12 years now. Whirlpool we've had for 5 or 6 years. It's done okay. Also, underneath the video, if you could give it a thumbs up, I really do appreciate it. Thanks everybody for watching, and if you could, please like and subscribe.